Well, Casey Keller starts his suspension after tonight's match, but he's just the sort of character who'd like to go out with a bang. You just can't imagine him having a quiet game. It's a tale of two goalkeepers, with Sunderland's Tony Norman saving Alex Ray's penalty down at the Den and keeping the Roker men in the hunt. Norman was carried off on Saturday after a collision with Gary Owers, but he's fit to play. And Nick Buxton already has enough injuries to contend with. He's a complete midfield missing, plus Gary Bennett. So no changes to the team that slumped to a 1-0 home defeat against Southend. There'll be 4 local lads in midfield with an average age of just 22. For Millwall, the injury situation is even worse. Pat van den Houw is the latest victim, joining the likes of Stevens, May, Allen, Mitchell and Dawes on the sidelines. So Australian international Jason van Blurk starts again for the first time. Andy Roberts will probably move into the back 4. Otherwise, it's the team that was well beaten 3-0 at Middlesbrough on Saturday, and the Lions haven't won away from home yet this season. Referee is Richard Poulain from Huddersfield. So it's Sunderland who get us underway, hoping to turn around a recent disappointing run of 3 defeats in a row. Trailing by 2-1, that away goal could be important, but only at the end of extra time when away goals will count. Saturday against Southend was Sunderland's first home defeat of the season, and they've only got 1 win to show from 5 matches here at Roker Park. Millwall, of course, 5 away games without a win, but with the advantage to date in this one. In fact, the 2-1 win down at the Den between these two teams in Millwall's favour was the Londoners' only win during September when they played 6 league matches. Hardly the sort of form that Mick McCarthy expects from his team after 2 years of being heavily involved in the chase for promotion. But tonight, it's all about a place in round 3 of the Coca-Cola League Cup. And Sunderland, a depleted team as well, looking to get back on level terms and really open up this contest as early as possible. That's Smith getting round the outside, and it will be interesting to see how this very young-looking midfield actually settles down. Martin Smith is only 19, he's the junior member. 9 goals last season, though. It's a tremendous start for him. Dressing room walls down at Ayresome Park were really shaking on Saturday after Mick McCarthy there on the bench read the riot act to his team following the 3-0 defeat against the Borough. Goodman improvising there, not quite finding Phil Gray or setting him really going. Now it's Richard Ord. Trubitsky. That was a good ball out wide to Craig Russell, and a good covering challenge by Mark Beard. Russell operating wide on the left of midfield. Smith on the opposite flank, giving Sunderland plenty of youth and plenty of width. Looking dangerous there. Sunderland with this corner kick. A bit of a tangle there with our microphone. Owers knocking it in, and Keller, unorthodox would be a little kind. He may well have had problems judging that ball in this strong wind, though. It's blowing right at him, and he definitely didn't get the connection he was looking for. Owers with another corner. That's more like it from Keller. Clean punch. And now Millwall breaking swiftly. Savage. And Kerr through the middle. Kerr is away here. Kerr going all the way. Kubicki tracking him. And Norman still had to put up the save. And Kennedy couldn't get there. And Ray is trying to. And Sunderland are scrambling. And they're just about going to get this one clear, are they? It's still there for someone to bring an end to the proceedings. Eventually it was Richard Poulain, the referee, who blew. But Sunderland were really stretched, and if somebody in a blue shirt had got on the end of that move, then it really would have given the Roker men an uphill battle. Really strong break, that. Norman forced to use his feet, and he then had to scramble. And the ball finally out to Goodman, who was well policed there by Martin Smith, and the final shot was beaten away, and more chaos ensued after that. Kevin Ball mistiming his jump. Kennedy breaking. That attack has certainly perked up Millwall. This is David Savage. Kerr and Goodman, the two targets. Out wide to Kennedy, and Norman solidly behind that shot. Flurry of activity there from Millwall. If Buxton knows his Sunderland history, he'll be aware that the League Cup is the only trophy the club have never won. They have reached the final of the Milk Cup. That was in '85 when they lost to Norwich. Now Russell, can he deliver the telling cross? Got to get past two defenders first, Beard and McCarthy both there. Ord looking to help out. Corner kick, says the linesman, who was right there on the spot. And no doubt Richard Ord will stay forward to add extra height to the attack. Ord going towards the near post. Melville, another man to look out for there. So he wants a bit of treatment, and I think it was Richard Ord who looked to have got a knock. And there's blood around there. Substitutes taking a chance for a good stretch there. Michael Gray and Lee Howie tonight. Now the corner kick can be taken. Howard's with the corner. Right into that 6-yard box. And he can have another go. Tony McCarthy right in the thick of it there for Millwall. Hours with yet another corner kick to swing in towards the near post. What a knock on, and Gray didn't really get the power, and Keller had the time to get across and deal with it. Phil Gray going for a positive downward header. Knocked on at the near post there by Richard Ord. Gray going for the gap, but no great problem there for Keller. Kennedy can pick up that deflected pass. Still Kennedy. Kubicki sticking to him. And Ball had a few choices there. He was bouncing awkwardly, and he had to make sure, with John Kerr not too far away, but good defending there initially by Kubicki. Plenty of players making deeper runs. McCarthy got ahead to it, but Smith who got a boot to it. On by Roberts. Ord now trying to sort it out. And a good ball forward to Phil Gray. Now a break on for Sunderland. Phil Gray. Gray past Van Blurt. Gray. Keller's down to it. Might have needed another yard or two to really worry Casey Keller. Gray getting round Van Blurk and trying to curl it around and into that far corner. Ord's throw. Murphy really tight there on Phil Gray and conceding a corner kick. Gray taking up position inside the 6-yard box. Crowded there in the goal area. Melville trying to find a bit of space, but the ball didn't reach any of them. Kennedy. Phil Gray. Goodman. Gray. Thatcher is the defender. Gray refusing to release the ball until he can bring somebody in. It's Hours. Hours again. Sunderland building up a head of steam here. Goodman, powerful jump. Gray. Oh, a boot there. Number knee, I think. It was John Goodman that they're talking to from the referee. Alex Ray there, and Roberts the skipper, and I think it's Savage it's Kennedy and Roberts the skipper, and Carriao's the peacemaker there. That one could well run and run, if not in this game, then certainly afterwards. Roberts is really laying down the law. Roberts is the skipper, and Roberts and Mark Kennedy both, I think, will get a word. It's still going on. Look at those two down there. John Goodman trying to be the peacemaker. So Poulain may well say, I'm not too keen on fighting with the opposition. Fighting amongst each other is definitely off. Steve Smelter maybe bringing Mick McCarthy up to date. They have to go and face Mick when they get back in the dressing room. I'm sure he'll make his point of view quite clear. Well, Roberts is the skipper. Only 20, he's a young lad with lots of responsibility. Now the responsibility for Millwall is dealing with this free kick. Goodman, Smith and Ord all there. Massive wall. What are they going to work out? Martin Smith could be the man to cash in. Knocked it up. Well, that would have been a spectacular effort. He could have managed to get the ball on target. It didn't quite come off. Said he was so frustrated by that home defeat to Southend on Saturday, and this is turning into another edgy evening on the bench. Knocked in again. Right across the face of the goal. Andy Melville joining up with the attack and nearly getting an important touch that could have given Sunderland the advantage here and brought them level overall. Curling in, Melville, a little touch on it, just a yard wide. Kerr, Savage now, Savage, well that was a real chance for David Savage. Millwall, remember, who struck in the closing moments in the first half in the league match here at Roker, and Savage had an even better opportunity than Alex Ray did that time, but he really sliced that one well off target. You're disappointed with that effort, I'm sure. And Richard Poulain finally blows the half-time whistle. The first half with plenty of edge, tight in difficult conditions with a strong wind behind Sunderland, but there's been no goals, and opportunities for strikers at either end have been difficult. So it's scoreless here at half-time. Sunderland 0, Millwall 0, but Millwall still with that 2-1 advantage overall. So it's Millwall who get the second half underway. Much happier about the goalless first half than Sunderland, of course, knowing that we've got 45 more minutes to hang on to that score, and they'll be into round 3. Not too much cup history between these two teams. In fact, the last time they met in any sort of cup competition was back in 1937, in the FA Cup final, when Sunderland came out on top. One of the key days in the club's history. Quite the same could be said about the evening's entertainment so far. Not the most impressive of turnouts tonight on a very blustery, wintry evening indeed. 9,698 the attendance. Roberts beaten to it by Gray, and now Goodman with the pace, Goodman! Keller's there again. These two have had some battles, Don Goodman and Casey Keller, and it was Keller who came out on top in that one. Goodman enjoying his football as ever, and not that far away from enjoying the first goal of the night. Full of determination, the challenge under pressure, and Keller flew it across. Ray. Kerr. Ray. Knocked in towards Goodman. Melville down for Savage. Really hit that one, and Norman beat it away and was very pleased to do so. And that's a goal kick finally. There's a blistering shot there that had Norman almost off balance. Sweeping move. The header on fell for Savage, but it was a Savage shot, and it was beaten back by Tony Norman. Norman kicking into the wind this half, or it has dropped somewhat at the moment. Phil Gray running it overhead for Martin Smith. Plenty of red shirts in the middle. Gray down for Martin Gray, and hooked away finally, but it's back in again, lifted on by Hours. Keller will get there first, under pressure there from Craig Russell. Russell penalised there for backing into Keller. Just chipped into the middle there. Martin Gray with the header on, and Keller needed to be positive, and the foot was up as well from Craig Russell. Lord. Fairly unsubtle bit of plaster on the cut that he sustained in the first half. Goodman with a bit down for Gray. There it is, Phil Gray. 1-0 Sunderland. And the referee coming towards the players there, urging them to get on with it and not spend too much time celebrating. But Gray with every right to be pleased at bringing Sunderland right back into this one. Ord knocking it into the middle there. Good jump by Goodman, good touch by Gray, and the execution was flawless. Ord getting plenty of distance and height on that free kick. Goodman up so well. First touch, second touch, goal. Phil Gray, 5th of the season, and it's really kept them alive and kicking. 13 minutes into this second half, and the game now a completely different affair. The game, in fairness, was absolutely crying out for something like that. Chipped in for Goodman again, and firing it over the top. And Sunderland really coming alive now. Martin Smith there, looking for Goodman's run. Goodman letting the ball over his shoulder and lashing the shot in, but too high. Keller getting loads of distance on that, and Kerr will chase it, but Norman had come all the way to collect. Goodman again getting up, enjoying a really bright spell here, Don Goodman. Melville needing close concentration at the back. Don Goodman chasing Norman, getting enough distance to be safe. And now Phil Gray again, he's off and running, and Phil Gray! Keller stays firm. Needed to get it one side or the other of Keller. But Gray was away from the defence. McCarthy trying to get there, but Keller could deal with it in the end, fairly untroubled. Duxton surely will be lifted by that strike from Phil Gray, but knowing the job far from complete yet. McCarthy up, Hours first time. Russell is the man looking to go between defenders. Andy Roberts is there and showing a cool head at first and then showing no signs of compromise and just belting it onto the terraces. Sunderland really looking to press home their advantage now. A chance to cross, and Goodman! He really got up so well again, in between the defenders. Appreciating the service, but looking to find the target. Everything to fight for in that, all determination, not quite the direction though. Goodman senses though it's going his way. Goodman again, down but not out. Now Kerr on a run, but well policed by Kevin Ball. Beard's under it. Goodman's little touch, but Roberts covering. Roberts dispossessed though, and having to fight there to retain control. And eventually the whistle in Millwall's favour. So not a difficult ball for Roberts to deal with. Goodman challenging McCarthy though with the cover, and a cross for Ben Thatcher. The whole tempo of the game has changed. The whole atmosphere and pace has really picked up since Phil Gray's goal. Kerr. Alex Ray and Goodman. John Goodman scores for Millwall. And Millwall have turned it right around. Sunderland punished, pushing forward with the initiative and then caught on the break. The defence bypassed, Goodman one touch and pulled it across Norman and into that far corner. John Goodman, who got the first down at the Den, looking to get the last here at Roker Park. Very good-looking break, this. Smith just couldn't quite get round enough on it to keep the shot on target, and it was always going across the face of Casey Keller. Phil Gray, just a little touch inside and off the defender McCarthy, and just didn't turn around enough on it before shooting. Kerr making a good run as well. Melville is a defender with him. He has very little support in more advanced positions, but he still managed to keep it going Millwall's way. Gray wanting to take over there from Chapman, but getting it all wrong between the two of them, and Hours not complaining. Smith. And Gray out on the blind side here. Support from Richard Ord. Instead it's for Martin Gray. Now Ord. Martin Gray again. Did well to find Hours. And Russell did equally well to get the turn on it. But that was drifting away from Casey Keller. It was Russell's turn. A little adventurous, perhaps. Ray. Whistle again there. Alex Ray looks heavenwards in disapproval, but it's a free kick to Sunderland. Rain starting to come pouring down here. Sunderland pushed everyone forward. Millwall with everybody behind the ball. A great charge for that space in there. And Howie was off the post, I think. It was such a scrum for it, and Howie's height was the crucial factor. Knocked in by Smith. And back off the post, you can't get much closer. Sunderland really looking for something to break their way. Desperate for it now. Goodman, absolutely furious there. When that sort of thing happens to you so close to the end, very easy to think that this is not going to be your night. Howie with a header on. Goodman trying to open up a space. Free kick to Sunderland. Now, what can they get from here? Right in front of goal, there's really going to be some organising going on. Everybody, bar Kevin Ball and Tony Norman, crowded around the Millwall penalty area. The problem will be finding a way through or over to even test Casey Keller. Goodman and Smith and Ord there. Ord may well fancy his luck. It'll be Goodman, Ord against the post again, and Keller got a hand to it. Oh, that is really unlucky. Twice the woodworkers rescued Millwall, though Keller played his part there. And Keller doing his bit, but definitely getting the run of play here. And McCarthy penalised. Surely a last chance for Sunderland to stay alive. Goodman, Keller got there first. Good goalkeeping. Goodman beating the offside trap there, but not able to pull out something, but still going. And Thatcher will have more defending to do, and Goodman is closing him right down. Goodman winning back possession. Sunderland really determined to take this one to the wire. Hours now. Michael Gray into the middle there, Phil Gray, header down, Howie, then Keller once again protects his goal, and the whistle goes, and Millwall progress, and Sunderland are out. They may well feel hard done by after twice rattling the woodwork in the closing stages, but Casey Keller did turn in another outstanding performance after Phil Gray had brought Sunderland level overall, but it was the other number 10, John Goodman, whose equaliser on the night proved the crucial goal.